Welcome to my channel, and today we're going to be learning about Texas. So if you're ready to get them brain cows milked, then let's get to it. Okay, so as a whole, the state of Texas has been described as a really diverse place where people from all over the country, and even the world, come to call it home. It is also known for its vast size and its even vaster amounts of oil. But before we get into all that, let's take a look at some basic facts about the state. Texas is the second largest state in the Union by both area and population. It's bigger than the next three states after it: California, Montana, and New Mexico combined. Texas shares borders with four U.S. states: Louisiana to the east, Arkansas to the northeast, Oklahoma to the north, and New Mexico to the west. It also shares a 1,200-mile border with Mexico to the southwest. And Texas has coast on the Gulf of Mexico to the southeast. Now, let's talk about how this big, beautiful behemoth came to be. The earliest inhabitants of what is now Texas were indigenous peoples who lived in the area for thousands of years before. European explorers arrived in the 16th century. Much of what we know about these early inhabitants comes from archaeological sites, like the Galt archaeological site in East Texas, which dates back to around 8,000 BCE in the Mesta. Del Campo site in the southern part of the state, which contains the oldest human remains in Texas, dating back to around 10,000 BCE during the 17th century. The area was part of New Spain and was primarily inhabited by Native Americans belonging to various tribes such as the Apache, Comanche, Kiowa, and several others. In 1821, Mexico gained independence from Spain, and Texas became part of the First Mexican Empire. However, due to increasing tensions between the Mexican government and American settlers in Texas, the state would declare independence in 1836 and become the Republic of Texas. This period was marked by several important events, including the Battle of the Alamo in 1836, which resulted in the deaths of all 187 Texan defenders, but inspired many more to join the fight for independence. The Republic of Texas lasted for 10 years until 1845, when it was annexed to the United States. The annexation of Texas by the U.S. was a controversial issue at the time, as it led to the Mexican-American War in 1846. But eventually, Texas was admitted to the Union as the 28th state in December of 1845. Okay, so now that we got all that out of the way, let's learn about some of the defining characteristics of Texas. First off, Texas is the second largest state in the U.S. by area, behind Alaska, and the most western state east of the Mississippi River. Secondly, it is the second most populous state in the nation, behind California. And it's also the largest state entirely within the continental U.S. Next, Texas has the second longest coastline of any state in the U.S. behind Alaska, and the fourth longest international border in the world behind Russia, Canada, and China. And finally, Texas has the highest number of counties of any state in the U.S. with 254. Well, that's everything I have on Texas. So now it's time to wrap things up. But don't worry, you can always come back and review these slides if you need to refresh your memory on anything. And speaking of refreshing your memory, why not review some of the other videos you've watched here on my channel, or check out some of our other amazing content? Just click the link in the description below. Until next time.